Alright, what's up guys? So I got my Ground Zero amps in finally. I already unboxed one just because I want to see what I would be in for. But it is the GZPA 1.4K HXC, I want to say, or HCW. But it is the 4K amp, and it's a very little box, so give me just a minute to get into it. But I'm very excited about them. I got both of these in a very short amount of time. I wasn't expecting to get them as quickly as I did. Trying to see if there's anything else in here. Appears not. Alright. Oh, trying not to make a mess here with the package cleanup. Alright. Definitely not exactly light. Alright. Get that out of here. So we got a little information template in here with how to wire it up. It's got all the different ohm loads that it can run, just a couple information packets. I think they're in a few different languages. German is the primary language, but the one that's on top is in English. And inside of here, we got the amp in a nice little foam packaging. And off to one side, we've got the bass knob, which has a nice little feature to it that I'll show you in just a minute. We got more foam packaging. We got some actual pretty decent hardware. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's Philips hardware, but it comes with both of the hexes for adjusting or for inserting your power wire and for putting in your speaker terminals and things like that. Also your remote terminal. Oh, and then the piece de resistance. The actual amp itself. Now this is actually the newest generation of the plutonium line. It's got the updated heat sink, which I'll put a little image in here of it alongside the old heat sink. So we got, on one side, we got our inputs and our preamp outs, as well as we have our slave in and slave out depending on how you want to run your amp. You have your, trying to read this upside down, you got your level and your phase, so you can actually have one of the amps reverse phase. I'll be honest, I don't know why, but you could. You have your remote bass knob input, as well as you have your bass boost, subsonic, and low pass. And then on the other side, we got single 1-aught inputs for power and ground. You have your remote over here along with the other speaker terminals, which I am actually a fan of. That way you don't have just this weird wire sitting in between the two 1-aught inputs, so I'm a fan of that. This is rated to do 4,000 watts at 1% total harmonic distortion. At 10% at 1 ohm, it actually is able to push 5K, so I'm going to be hopefully getting a pretty decent amount of power. It's got a nice little raised up chrome Ground Zero emblem, which kind of contrasts nice with the brushed aluminum heat sink on there, so I'm pretty excited about it. I realized that I forgot to cue you guys in on what was so awesome about this bass knob. Now, the one thing that's really sweet about it is it's got, you know, just your standard cable. I want to say that it's Cat 4 cable. It'll focus in. I want to say it's just your standard Cat 4 cable, but it is removable on the back side, which is pretty darn nifty. So if you want to run a different brand of cable, you need one slightly longer, shorter, you can actually take it out of the back side of it. Pretty excited about that.
So, at the end of this video, after rewatching it, I've noticed a few things that I've messed up. Really, my first unboxing video ever, so I didn't do that bad, I don't think. I got the mix-up on what was the new and the old. So it's actually, my amplifiers are the new boards with the old heat sinks. These were full production runs that Ground Zero was doing when they had more of the new boards laying around than they had of the new heat sinks. So they did some production runs where they had the old heat sink with the new board. It's still considered a GZPA 1.4K HCX because of the guts in it, but it does have the GZPA 1.4K DXII heatsink to it. They're both rated exactly the same. They're both rated at 10K RMS at 2 ohms in what they call link mode, basically strapped. So I'm going to be running each of those strapped at 2 ohms, 2 or 1. I've yet to decide. I just got to see what the warranty does with if I run it at 1 ohm. I'm going to be running 2 of those strapped to push 2 GZHW18X SPLs. Really looking forward to those. Got a pretty fair amount of motor force, a lot of X-Max. And they look like they should be some pretty beefy subs. They're supposed to be on their way right now, coming over from Germany, and then they gotta stop off through customs, get looked at, get torn apart, put back together. You know, all that stuff that has to happen to things when they're coming in from overseas. But gonna be getting those in, and they'll be going straight into the flat wall. There are some modifications I'm going to be doing to hopefully help gain. You guys will see that as they come. I'm also going to be doing some doors. I'm going to have a total of 8 GZCK 165 SPLs. Those are some 6.5-inch kick woofers, basically. I'm also going to have a pair of GZCT 2200Xs. I'm going to have a pair per door. Each door is going to be powered by its own GZRA 4230 4-channel amplifier. So those should be getting pretty loud. I'm going to be running, if I get the ohm loads just right, anywhere from 800 to 1,000 per door. Should be pretty rad. But I want to give a huge shout out real quick to Brandon Line. I'm going to tag him when I post this on Facebook. If you aren't friends with me on Facebook and you're watching this on YouTube, sorry for your luck. But Brandon's an awesome dude. He's done right by me. He's given me quite a fair few good deals in this sponsorship, and he's a real cool dude. He's a stand-up guy. He's been right there whenever I need him. Message him, he gets back to me almost right away. Even though he's all the way across the states, he's an awesome dude. But yeah, that was pretty much about it on a couple of the misnomers. I just want to let you guys know what was up, what my plans were, because I didn't really go over that all that well in that video. But I am very happy so far. You'll hopefully be seeing some more coming from me here after a little while. But yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.